Today we're going to talk about the ever advanced 6-person pop-up screen tent. And the reason I'm showing you in the front of the car is because that was the reason we bought it. The other competitors for the ever advanced were about 74 inches long, and this one is 54 inches long. And that extra 20 inches shorter means that we can put it right here behind the seats in the car. Now I'm going to take it over into the yard and show you how to set it up. This is the bag that the screen tent comes in. I like it because it's nice and loose. They didn't try to build a Speedo for a screen tent like they do with some of the bag chairs and other canopies. So it's easy to get in and out of there. To get in, of course, you just unzip it. And then pull it out. There are some other pieces with it. There's the frame for the door and some tent stakes for it. The instructions mention several times not to do this inside out. You're going to be just fine right there. Not to do it inside out. And the way to avoid that is just to make sure that this bottom piece with the strap on it is on the bottom. And that's the inside of the roof. It has this strap around it to kind of hold it all together to make it easier to get in and out of the bag. And then you just let it fall open naturally. They say not to pull it inside out. So to avoid that, make sure that you grab onto one of these little loops and just pull. And it pops out like that. And then you just work your way around the tent, popping each one of them out. And that's all there is to popping up the tent. Now, the one thing that I'm not wild about this tent, and maybe it would speak to its durability, but it's kind of wobbly before you get it staked down. After you get all the sides popped out, you just go on the inside of the tent and push up in the middle. Now, as you can see, I'm about 6 feet tall, and so there's plenty of room for me to get in and out. I got to duck my head a little bit, but on the inside of the tent, there's plenty of room for a 6 foot tall person. Then after you get that done, there are some door frame stakes that go in right here. They're just 2 collapsible tent stakes that are fastened together with a string, and you go in, and there's pockets on the inside that these 2 go in. So the tent stakes go in this pocket down here, and a pocket at the top, and then there's some Velcro to wrap around it in the middle. And that forms the frame for the door. Do the same thing on the other side. And that's all you need to do to pop up the tent. They say this is a 6-person tent, and as you can see, there's plenty of room. The rug that's under me is about a 5 by 7, so you can see how much room is around on the sides, and there's plenty of room for more chairs. The one thing that this tent doesn't have that some of the competitors do is it doesn't look like it comes with a lot of accessories, such as rain fly or windscreens or that sort of thing. But if you just want a sun tent, I think this works pretty well. It's got a nice mesh screen. The mesh screen does keep out some of the breeze, so if you're on a hot still day or a hot even slightly breezy day, you might want a fan in here with you. So to pack the tent away, you just do the steps in the reverse order. I'm going to take loose the tie backs here. And then the next step is to take out the tent stakes that form the door frame. And they just come right out. Take them apart. And put them back in the bag. Do the same thing on the other side. Break loose the Velcro. Pull the stake out of the pocket. Take it apart. And put it back in the bag. Now the next step is to take down the roof, and it's got a strap on it here. So to take it down, you just pull down on it, and it snaps kind of violently, so you want to be out of the way. Once the center is down, you just go around the tent, collecting each one of the hubs that you put up earlier. Push in the middle. Up. Once you have it all collapsed, just push it together. I laid out the strap in the bag so I can just lay down the tent on it and strap it together. Strap it together and put it back in the bag. That's the ever advanced 6-person screen tent.